What does a classical music drama look like when its lead pianist cannot hear his own playing?
Wait. Cannot hear it at all?
Sits at the keys, plays the notes, and the sound drops out of his head.
And the show is about him getting back on stage anyway.
Right, Your Lie in April. 22 episodes from A1 Pictures. Music drama that does not flinch.
Okay, so set me up, Alex. What kind of show am I walking into?
Adapted from a manga by Naoshi Arakawa that ran 2011 to 2015, Kodansha actually rejected an 11-episode pitch.
Wait, they negotiated UP on episode count? That never happens.
Never. They told Aniplex 22 or nothing.
So they wanted the whole story or no story.
Right, and you can feel it in the pacing. Nothing is rushed. 22 episodes is a luxury.
Got it. Plot.
Kousei Arima is a teenage former piano prodigy. His mother trained him into perfection. He was the human metronome.
Ooh, that nickname is doing a lot of work.
It is. The kid played like a click track. Every competition he entered, he won.
And then...
Mother dies. He has a breakdown mid-recital. 2 years later, he still cannot hear his own playing.
That is a heavy premise for episode 1, Alex.
It is. The show does not soft-pedal it.
And then a girl walks in.
A violinist walks in, Kaori Miyazono. Free-spirited, plays for the room and not the judges, scandalizes panels, electrifies audiences.
Sounds like the Catalyst character we have seen 10 times.
Hold on, she is more aggressive than that archetype usually plays. She does not coax Kousei back onto stages. She conscripts him.
Conscripts.
Submits paperwork without his consent. Tells judges he is her accompanist. Drags him to concert halls.
Oh, I love this kind of character. Aggressively well-intentioned.
In the title, Your Lie in April. Whose lie?
Yeah, whose lie?
That is a question the season opens with. She tells one small lie about which boy she has a crush on, and it lets her get next to Kousei.
And the season builds the whole structure around that one little lie.
It does. So it is a music drama, it is a coming of age, it is a romance, it is about grief.
Jordan question. What is the actual register, though? Is it sentimental? Is it earned?
Earned. The show takes itself seriously. It is melodrama, but it is not lazy melodrama.
And craft side?
Alex Flagg, I want to point at the visual grammar early. Kousei sees the world in monochrome. The show literally desaturates around him.
Wait, not as a metaphor? Like the frames actually drain color?
Actually drain it. Kaori shows up and the color comes back in.
You will see that in the cold open clip we just played.
And the music. Director Kyohei Ishiguro chose band-led openings. Goose House, Cola Mode.
Not Anison. Pop bands.
Specifically to reach people who do not normally watch anime.
That is a real decision.
It is, and it works. The whole project is engineered for non-fans to feel welcome.
Okay, take me into the season. Where does episode 1 open?
Kousei has been frozen for 2 years. The friend group is propping him up.
2 best friends.
Tsubaki Sawabe, childhood friend, softball player, lives next door. Treats Kousei like a younger brother.
And the other.
Watari, soccer team captain. Charming. The kind of friend everybody is a little in love with.
Got it.
Watari has a date with a girl from another school. Drags Kousei and Tsubaki along.
And then...
They get to the meeting spot. The girl is playing music to a crowd of kids on the riverbank.
Wait, is that a melodica?
Melodica. Children singing along. She is 14.
Bro, this character is alive.
She is. And the show stages her as a phenomenon. Kousei sees her in saturated color for the first time.
And meanwhile, Watari is the one she came to see.
Right, that is the lie. She tells Watari she likes him to get to Kousei.
Bold opening move.
Episode 2. She drags Kousei to her violin competition. And this is where the show plants its central argument.
Which is?
Score fidelity versus self-expression. Should a classical performer follow the written score or play the piece the way they hear it?
And Kaori is team self-expression.
Team self-expression to a militant degree. Takes the stage with the Kreutzer Sonata and throws the score out the window.
なんであんなに楽しそうに演奏できるんだろう。
ただいまより15分間の休憩に入ります。すごかったね、4番。
And the judges hate it.
Judges are livid. Audience is electrified. The show holds that split for 2 episodes.
And Kousei is watching from the audience this whole time.
Watching and realizing he is the friend A in his own story. That hits him in episode 2.
Friend A.
Friend A, the non-protagonist. He has been quietly accepting that role for 2 years. By episode 3, she has named him as her accompanist without asking. He is back at a piano.
Hold on. She just submits the paperwork?
She just submits the paperwork. Whole season is her conscripting him onto stages.
That is wild. And he plays along?
He resists. Loudly. Then quietly. Then he is at his keyboard at home that night.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is the first big set piece. They play Saint-Saens, Introduction, and Rondo Capriccioso together. His hearing collapses mid-performance. He stops playing. On stage. In front of a panel and a paying audience.
Oh no.
And she stops with him. Lowers her bow. Waits. And restarts the piece with him from a different bar.
綺麗だ。とんでもないな。両者めちゃくちゃ。まるで殴り合いだ。その殴り合いに会場が。
Oh, that is the move. That is the show.
That is the show. Performance as solidarity. They get disqualified, and the show treats it as a moral win.
And we are 4 episodes in.
4 episodes in. Episode 5. Kaori is in the hospital after the performance. First time the show shows us she is not entirely well. It is a small flag. The show will not pull on it for a while. But you can feel it land.
And meanwhile, Tsubaki.
Tsubaki is watching her childhood friend orbit around somebody else, and starting to notice it does not feel sibling-shaped anymore.
Oof, of course.
Episodes 6 through 11 are the Towa music competition arc.
Kaori conscripts him for a solo competition.
Submits his paperwork, pattern repeats, and the show widens out.
The Rivals.
Episode 6 is a practice montage. Long hours alone at the piano. Tsubaki watches him slip into a world she cannot enter.
フラフラしてたし、昴生。ピアノは弾いてほしい。でも苦しんでほしくない。今、有馬くんは。
That practice grind is a real shonen image.
It is. And then the show introduces who else has been watching. Takeshi Aiza, same generation as Kousei.
And he has built his entire career around Kousei.
2 years training to surpass somebody who is not even performing anymore.
Wait, surpass a guy who is sitting at home.
Right, he turned down a European competition specifically to wait for Kousei to come back, Jordan.
Hold on, Alex. That is psychologically wild.
It is. And then Emi Igawa, parallel case, she started playing because she heard a 5-year-old Kousei play once. Her entire career is a response to a person she met for one afternoon.
That is so much weight to put on a teenager.
And the show stages it perfectly. Episode 8 is their 2 performances back-to-back.
Takeshi first.
Takeshi first. Technically explosive. The favorite to win the bracket.
有馬君には感謝している。君があいつを成長させた。君という存在が相座武というピアニストを高みへと引き上げてくれた。お前のいない2年間。
Whoa!
Then Emmy follows him. Different register entirely, mood-driven, almost the opposite of Takeshi.
Two opposite styles, both aimed at the same person backstage.
Both aimed at Kousei. Both are performances as confession. The show holds for 2 full pieces with minimal cutaways.
And meanwhile, Kaori is in the audience.
First time we see her watching somebody else play rather than performing herself. Her face cracks during Emmy piece.
Foreshadowing.
Episode 9. Kousei walks to the bench, and his late mother appears in the corner of the frame.
Wait, the mother actually shows up?
Soft focus, stylized. It is dissociation, not literal haunting. But the show stages the trauma as a figure in the room.
Bro, the visual language of this show.
Episode 10 is the centerpiece performance of the entire first half of the season.
Tell me how it lands.
He hits a wall mid-piece. Audience starts buzzing. Rumors fly that he cannot hear his own playing anymore.
Confirmed live.
And then he chooses to keep playing. But for different reasons.
Different reasons how.
He stops trying to be the pianist his mother trained. Starts playing for the people in the audience instead.
ルイは友を呼ぶ。あの時、演奏を中断した瞬間、君のコンクールは終わった。君は何のためにバイオリンを弾いたんだろう。
Okay, that is the show telling you what it is.
Yeah?
And the cool down episode is just as important, right?
Episode 11. He walks off stage and finds Hiroko Seto in the waiting room.
Who is Hiroko?
Old friend of his mother, national class pianist, adult mentor figure the season hands him.
And she tells him.
She tells him plainly, the piano drags everything out of its performer.
モーツァルトは旅をしろと言った。この先に何があるのかなんてわからない。でも
Hold on, say more about that line.
It reframes the whole season. What just happened on stage? That is what playing is for. The instrument forces the player to be visible.
Like, the piano does not let you hide.
It does not let you hide. And every adult mentor scene in the second core cashes that line in.
And that closes out Core 1.
End of Core 1. New OP, new ED. The show tonally shifts.
Different vibe.
Warmer palette. Softer edges. And the medical thread the first core was hinting at starts coming up to the surface.
Kaori.
Episode 12. Kaori gets a promoter's choice slot at a gala concert.
A gala, so the stakes go up.
Way up. And she picks a piece called Liebesleid, Love Sorrow, by Chrysler.
And the catch.
It is a piece Kousei mother used to play. Constantly.
Of course it is.
She found it on the shelf at his house. She is picking the song that broke him. On purpose.
She knows what she is doing.
She knows. Episode 13. Gala Day. She does not show up.
She just bails.
She is back in the hospital. Off screen. Kousei takes the stage alone and plays the piece solo.
Quietest set piece of the season, probably.
Quietest set piece. No partner. Mother piece. Public audience. The show holds long takes on the empty violinist mark. Episode 14. Friend group goes to the hospital. Kaori is performatively cheerful. Determinedly so. Plays normal teenager for them.
And we can see through it.
The camera can see through it. The friend group mostly cannot. That gap is doing work.
And Tsubaki finally lands.
Episodes 14 and 15, Tsubaki has to admit, on screen,
On screen, meaning the show makes her say it out loud.
out loud and to herself, Alex, that her feelings for Kousei are not sibling-shaped.
And the title applies to her.
Yes, episode 15 is literally titled Liar, for her and for Kaori at the same time, both lying for Kousei's benefit. Then episode 16, Kaori signs herself out of the hospital for a single afternoon, drags Kousei across town.
On a date.
On an afternoon the show refuses to call a date. Small things. A bridge, a snowfall.
She has a list.
She has a list. By the end, she admits she has been wanting to do those things with him for a long time.
And the camera knows what that means, even though the line does not.
Right. And episode 17, Hiroko sits Kousei down outside the hospital.
And the adult conversation he has been avoiding.
Yes, the doctors have actually told her things. She tells Kousei what they have said. And after that conversation, the season pivots into its final movement.
Bring me into the back half, without spoiling anything.
Episodes 18 and 19 introduce one last new character, Nagi Aiza, Takeshi's younger sister.
Oh, the rival little sister gambit.
She approaches Hiroko Seto under the pretense of wanting piano lessons. Really, to scout her brother rival up close.
And Hiroko hands her off to...
Kousei.
That is so good.
He becomes a teacher, and the show frames it deliberately as the mirror of his mother lessons. Same staging, opposite tone.
So Kousei is now on the side of the piano his mother sat on.
And the show pays it off carefully. Kousei is not a clean rebuke of his mother methods. He is figuring out his own.
So we have got the medical thread. Tsubaki, Nagi, and the next competition all running at once.
All braided together. And the backstretch of the season pulls them into one set piece. Jordan, this is where we stop.
We are stopping.
What we can tell you about episodes 20 through 22 is the shape, not the events.
Shape, meaning what the season is doing, not what happens.
The season braids 3 things together at the end.
3 things at once. Okay, hit me with the shapes.
A major competition performance, a medical decision the family has to make, and a confession the central character has been carrying since episode 1.
All 3 landing in the same final movement. That is the bet.
The craft move is this. The show finally lets the music carry what the cast cannot say out loud.
And the emotional weight.
Comes from realizing, in retrospect, how many of the earlier scenes were already pointing at this register.
Without naming it.
Without naming it. The show plays fair. Every payoff was set up.
Wait, is this the part of Evangelion you said you did not get?
Different show, but yeah, same family of feeling. Anyway, the Chopin Ballade is in there. That is all I will say.
Wait, hold on. That is the part where I have stopped fighting you.
I noticed. So back to the question we opened with, Jordan. What does a classical music drama look like when the lead cannot hear his own playing?
Yeah.
It looks like this. The impairment is not a gimmick. It is the lens the season uses to ask what music is for.
Jordan question. For somebody walking in cold, what do they need to be ready for?
Melodrama that takes itself seriously. The show does not flinch.
And the runtime.
22 episodes. 2 cores back to back. Not a binge for a Saturday. A week.
I actually want to push back a little, Alex. The premise is the thing you sell, but it is also the show that taught a generation of anime watchers how to cry without feeling cheated.
That is fair.
Like, you put this on at 14, and it is in your DNA forever.
Won the 2016 Sugoi Japan Award in the anime category. Cleared the anime ghetto. Recognized mainstream culturally.
And critics largely lined up. Fandom Post, Kotaku, almost universally moved by it.
The manga was more divisive. The anime adaptation is the canonical version of the work.
So, who is this for?
If you want a music drama that is willing to take grief and performance and unspoken love seriously, this is the one.
And do not let anybody tell you about the ending. Go see the climax for yourself. That is Your Lie in April Season 1. 22 episodes. A1 Pictures. 2014. streaming basically everywhere.
Like and subscribe if you want more deep-cut season breakdowns.
And drop us a comment with what we should walk through next.
Until then.